look bad in the face. Now we're gonna put some glasses on. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Zeynabadina, but if you do, hello, welcome back. Today, y'all probably already saw from the title, I'm gonna be talking about fashion versus style. You guys are probably wondering why are you talking about that? What do you have to do with that? Ever since I started this channel, it's been something I've been not worried about, but looking into for years, but I never really did anything about it. I'm one of those people, I love fashion. I get it from my mother. And this woman's outfits were always top tier. When it came to me, I just grew up being around her and always seeing everything that she did and always seeing everything that she wore. But I myself, not that I always had any issues fashion wise, but I always had issues when it came to putting stuff together and just seeing what I want in my closet. I see all the people on my Instagram and on all my pages on my Twitter, and I see the amazing outfits that they come up with, and I'm like, bro, oh, I want that. I want to be able to look in my closet and pick out these pieces and put them together. And back to why this video is being made. One of the reasons why I decided to make this channel was, one, to kind of look more into fashion and also tech and lifestyle and all that stuff, but also look more into fashion and how I can improve the way I dress, because I am 22. So the way I dress maybe a couple years ago is obviously not the way I dress now. I was one of those people where anytime there was a sale at a store, best believe you would find me there. If the shirt was $2, if the shirt was $3, I would buy it no matter what color it is. But what happened with that is, because I just bought things, I never really thought about how I could pair them up with everything or how everything looked. I always ran into an issue of, what should I wear today? Why doesn't this go with this? How come I don't have this but I have this? I've never worn this in 20 years. Why is this in my closet? I did a sustainable fashion video, and one of the things that I did was I looked into my closet and I really saw all the clothes that I wear. I said I wasn't gonna be in the sun, but here I am in the sun and with the line on my face. Like I said before, I did the sustainable fashion vid, and one of the things that I did before I actually went into the sustainable fashion vid was I looked into my closet and I saw all the things I wore. And the last questions that I talked about, that's literally what was going through my mind the whole time. Why do I have so much things but I can't pair them together? I decided that I just want to stop buying items. I want to start looking into items that actually would make sense for a style or a fashion sense that is right for me. And I just want to use this channel for that. So it's basically going to be you guys are going through the journey with me of me finding my style. I'm really so excited about it. So I really hope that, we see what happens eventually, that maybe I will find what I am looking for. But don't worry, the tech part of my channel is always going to be there. That's something that's never gonna disappear. But I want to use this for so many other things, because yes, I do enjoy technology, but I also do enjoy fashion. I'm actually heated at myself that I spent 4 years and I never thought to actually pursue a dual degree in TMD, textiles and merchandise design, and also computer science, because if I did both, I would have been living. But guess what? I didn't. Before I actually, start the process of finding my style and stuff like that, one thing that I wanted to do is, every time I look something up, they always mention fashion and they always mention style. One thing that I always thought was fashion and style were the same thing. I always thought they were. That's how much that I didn't know. But after looking things up and actually starting to research, how do you come up with your own fashion sense and style and all that stuff, I found out that fashion is not really the same as style. This is why I decided to make this video, because I feel like if I'm gonna start this entire journey and in a way document this entire journey, I want to start from the get, aka from the beginning. Obviously, this is probably not what they teach in TM, but I want to start here because I feel like if I start here, I can, just understand and develop something. First things first, what is fashion? What is being offered and worn by most of the people at any particular moment? It's just a dominant style within a given culture at a certain time. One thing I would say that is very dominant right now, for example, is the Jordan 1s. There was a specific time when everyone used to wear it back then, and then there was a time where everybody stopped, and now everybody's wearing it again. I know some people, y'all sitting there, y'all regretting throwing away your damn shoes because you were like, oh, this ain't never gonna be worn again. No, baby girl, it's gonna be worn. The things keeps coming back. That's one thing I notice about fashion and also trends that go on. It never dies. No trend never dies. It dies for a little bit, but it will always come back. You're always going to see some type of fashion trend that you are going to go through right now, and then and then it's going to end up coming back. For example, one of my mom's shoes, she buys these shoes from this brand called Sacco. I hope I'm saying it correctly. It's an Italian brand that make these heels and bags, and there was a time where every single person wore it, but then after a while it died. Luckily, my mom found her style and she's always stuck to that style. Now these shoes, the way they look, that time a lot of people wore it, but then it died. After long, I started seeing other people with the same kind of look as the Sacco shoes. The ones that she has are very similar to this designer's shoes. This designer's name is Amina Muadio. I hope I said that correctly. If I don't, please someone correct me. But the ones that my mom has, they're very similar to the ones that are being worn today. And it's crazy because we're both the same size, so best believe. It's crazy because there was a time where people did not want to, like, she just stopped wearing it, but now she's starting to wear them again because she noticed that a lot of people are wearing them. So that's kind of like a way of my mom following the fashion trends. Because she does have her sense of style that she sticks to, but she also has her, the fashion side of things. She looks at what other people are she doesn't really look at what other people are wearing, but I guess you can kind of say that, but not like she wears them again because she's like, I know for a fact I'm never gonna throw out my shoes, because why would I throw out my shoes? So yeah, so that's basically what fashion is. It's something that is going on now. It's something that people wear now. Fashion changes all the time. It's something that doesn't like just stop for anyone. Anytime something ends up on the runway, all the other designers, it could be the name brand designers, it could be the higher end designers, it could be the PLTs and Fashion Novas. They're gonna find different ways to sell those things to the consumers, because what the consumers want to do is if they see something on the runway, they want to wear the same no matter what type of variation. It's basically the dominant style within that given culture or at a certain time. Next, I'm going to be talking about style. What is style? Style is unique. Style is how you take two garments or just one garment and make it your own. Style is just how you express yourself. By cultivating your style, you are basically building your own unique way of looking or your own unique self-brand. Going off what Yves Saint Laurent said, fashion is something of the moment and style is forever. I myself, I want to find my style, and honestly, I cannot wait to find my style. Someone who is fashionable closely follows the latest fashion trends, and someone who is stylish may or may not follow the fashion trends, but they are always stay true to their own aesthetic. Your personal style is just you developing a sense of self rather than just like absorbing the trends. I'm not saying following fashion is a bad thing. It is definitely not. As long as you know what you're doing, you can look your best. But the thing about it is that fashion is very easy to acquire, and like style is extremely hard, because when you're looking into fashion, you can just go pick out whatever is there and put it on and make it your own and make it look bomb. But style is like trying to figure out exactly what suits you and what just makes you, I don't want to say makes you different from anyone, but what is like your thing. I know that fashion and style, they do overlap each other. Come on. Like I said before, in the street styles that photographers capture outside either fashion shows or during fashion week, the subjects photographed are typically models, stylists, and just fashion editors wearing the clothes of designers whose shows they are attending. If you're going to a Chanel, you're not gonna pull up in something else. You're going to want to represent that. You're gonna want to represent Chanel. If you're pulling up to Fenty, you're not going to show up in anything else. You're going to put on something made by Fenty. If you're going to show up to a Fenty fashion show, you're not going to pull up in nothing that's not Fenty. I mean, no offense, but like, although they are wearing a piece of clothing from that brand for that trend at that time, they take those clothes and they style them in their own way. I'm gonna show you guys some amazing ones that I've seen, because I just go through Pinterest and I just be like, wow, how did you even put that and that together and make it work? Like, why do you look so good? I feel like if I did this, I would suck. That they take those clothes and they style it to their own aesthetic or their own way, and that's essentially when you'll be merging fashion and style. Another thing I like to say about fashion, that it's basically like a relationship to your external way. It's concerned with like what's out there. Now, style itself is in relationship to your relationship with yourself and all that. The matching process is basically between what's in here in here, and also how you can reflect that and express that in what you're wearing. I know I probably just shoved a whole bunch of like fashion and style, but I just wanted to talk to everyone about this because, like I said, I'm gonna try to find my sense of style. It's going to be hard. I feel like I have a sense of what it is. One thing I always find myself doing is, I moved a little bit away from that, but is I tend to buy a lot of, I would say, like business casual clothing, or like in a way minimal clothing. I enjoy that look over like anything else. When it comes to color, I have specific colors that I wear. If I were to say right now what is my style, it would be like a business casual minimal style. So this is my Pinterest right here, and this is basically like, you know, everything. Like when it came to like my new wardrobe ideas, I have a whole lot of pins, but I don't know if I've even like put any of these together. I just like seeing all the fashion and all the looks. One thing I noticed when I do like a pin clothing, it's always like has that minimal look to it, or has that just that style. That even at school, I always had that weird business casual style. Like I would pull up in a nice like little turtleneck, some slacks, and my booties. But one thing that I told myself that I'm gonna do now is practice smart consumerism. I'm not just gonna be buying anything. I'm going to make sure that whatever I am buying can match something in my closet. I noticed that if I were to look at my styles and everything that I've worn, that was always something that I always looked to. Something that was either black, gray, nude. You know, fashion is temporary. The drip is forever. Another thing is the people that influence how I dress. I have a few people on my Instagram, men, women, my friends, all that stuff. I know for a fact that the way I dress business casual like, or like in a minimal weird style is usually influenced by my friend Melissa. When it came to how like I used to dress, I remember it was just weird for me when it came to dressing. I always never put things together very well, but then I started seeing how she started dressing, and I kind of modeled my way of dressing around that, and it's worked out very well for me. I enjoy dressing like that, so maybe that is my style. Another thing is just how my friends dress online. I see what they wear and I kind of take it from that. I know two people that I look at right now for styling is the notorious Kia. My friend Alima, oh my God, this girl, I just be like, why you dress this good? All right, so yeah, my friend Alima, my friend Kenny, Melissa is definitely one of those people that definitely influenced me. I have a friend named Chi. She definitely influences me. I love her style. So when it comes to my guy friends, there's one of my friends, his name is Albert. His Instagram is Hamarowski. If you ever want to see what he wears, he has a sense of style. He takes whatever is there right now and he makes it look immaculate. So if you ever want to check out a guy who wears like clothing, hopefully he's gonna start like posting more outfit thingies. We've been all coming at him to post it because he dresses very, very well. There's also a few other people that are on my Instagram, but their names are not popping up in my head right now. If there were someone that was more popular, one person that I definitely look up to is the notorious Kia. She does a lot more of the sustainable fashion. She's more into like things that go with sneakers. I don't think I've ever seen her in some heels or anything like that, but she does a lot more like, you know, sneaker looks, and she does them extremely well. Please check her out. I know I tagged her in my last video. Check her out again. Oh, before I go, I'm not saying I'm gonna be dressing in business casual all the time. No baby. Anyways, let's just end this video here. I believe that it's gonna take me a while to kind of find exactly what I'm looking for, but I believe that, let's say in a year's time or something like that, I feel like I want to come back to this video and be like, girl, look at you, you know, found something.